Just let us know when we're live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this live basketball broadcast on the Rocket Sports Network, a collaboration between the Streetsboro Athletic Department, 88.9 WSTB, and the Rocket Report. I'm Bryce Posek, along with my host, Trevor Kimlowski.
How's it going, guys?
As always, having a great time out here. So, Trev, what do you got for me?
It's going to be a good matchup. Last time, it was a close game up until the fourth quarter. The Rockets pulled away there at the end. It was only 4-point differential going into the fourth quarter. Rockets did take the win last time they played. But yeah, C.J. Ross, 32 points in that game.
I mean, nuts. That's absolutely nuts. You said he leads the MAC in points per game, right?
He leads Portage County and the MAC. So he's averaging, I think, 23.7 points per game, which is absolutely astronomical in high school basketball. So big props to him. Leading Portage County, yeah. I got to talk to their coach before the game. He also leads the team in rebounds, so he's a two stat category leader there.
Yeah, I mean, he is pretty tall. You know, I was watching highlights of him on the MAC account, and he's very shifty.
Yeah, he's athletic.
He's tall,
he's a quarterback for their football team. So,
really?
Yeah, he's quick on his feet. Didn't have that great of an O-line in front of him.
Yeah, so yeah, he's definitely got some length to him, though. But Rockets are currently 8-8 overall and 6-5 in the conference, ranking third in the MAC.
Yeah.
So good for them. But Ravenna's not far behind them. 7-7 overall, 4-5 in the conference, and fourth in the MAC.
Yeah, both teams at 500 right now. So we're going to see one team go above 500, one team go below 500 here.
Yeah, and so before the game, I ended up talking to Adrian Monroe. Haven't talked to him yet.
No, we haven't.
He's been the 6th or the 7th man so far this year, kind of interchangeable with Dallas Morris. When I talked to him, I pretty much just asked him, now that you're the 6th man, you still continue to be the 6th man even after Roscoe goes down. So what changed for him after that? How'd the workload change? And he said that definitely the biggest thing he noticed is the rebounds.
Yeah.
He led the team in rebounds prior to him going down, and so now he said he's definitely had to take a bigger impact, a bigger step up from there. Similarly with points, he said he's looking more to score now, especially since when he comes in, that means that crucial guys more so now are coming out, which we've seen too. He's been taking more shots. He's showing more intensity on offense too.
Yeah.
And funny enough, I actually, talking to him after, I asked him, why do you think you are still the 6th man and, haven't been moved up to the starting lineup? He told me that, he's the spark plug of the team.
Yeah.
And he keeps it going on the bench. He was laughing the whole thing, joking around. He was like, seriously, it's not because he's any less skilled by any means. It's just more so he's that guy you need to keep that kind of rush of energy at the end.
He's a good energy player there. I've played sports alongside him my entire life, and that holds true. He really does. He brings energy when needed. And it's real good to have coming off the bench, especially, you get a little bit behind in the game and you need someone to get that energy back up on the lineup. You put him in and he's in the game. He's going, he's good to go.
Yeah, and I know, similarly to him, what's his name, Dallas Morris.
Yeah, Morris.
Another phenomenal 6th man. Actually, for the first half of the season, he led the team in three-point percentage.
Yeah.
He's still shooting pretty well from the three-point line. Just as you take more shots, naturally it's going to go down. He was up to, I think, 58 or 57% at one point.
Okay.
Now he's down to in the 30s. Not bad by any means, though. That's definitely something you need off the bench. Just somebody that can come in, hit a three, hit 2 threes, play solid on defense, and then just go get subbed back out. That's all he comes in for. That's all he needs to do.
Give the guys a beat off. Let them catch their breath, get a sip of water, and you're not putting a guy in there that's going to be like, oh boy. You're putting a guy in there, he'll get a point or two. He'll get in there. He'll hustle. And that's what you really need out of a 6th man. So I love to see that out of Dallas Morris. Only a sophomore, so a lot of good basketball to play for him in the future. Also, before the game, talking to Coach, I kind of asked him, I was like, Coach, you got like a team leader. Because everyone, like C.J. Ross, obviously, great scorer, great rebounder, at the top of the stats. And this is something we talked about last time, is the glue man. And that's actually the term Coach used to describe Sean Jordan for the Ravens. So he's kind of the glue man. He even said he's like an extension of the head coach. Like, if the guys are goofing off, Sean Jordan's the guy that'll be like, all right, guys, let's get serious. So that's also something to watch, kind of, is how Sean kind of commands the team from the court there. And I believe he's running the point guard for them tonight.
Yeah, and I know, as I've talked to some of the Rockets earlier today, they said that Sean Jordan is definitely one of the more talented shooters on the team.
Yeah.
Shooting off the dribble and whatnot, and definitely a facilitator at that. So it'll definitely be tough for the Rockets. I'd say, although they did take down Woodridge, which was the second place team last glass game, this right here is really going to be one of those games that's like, neck and neck. Especially even though the other one was very, very close up until the end.
Yeah.
And something me and you talked about earlier was the crowd coming into this game.
Yes. Crowd is going to be huge in this game. If you've been watching the games, I love the crowd energy. Ravenna always brings it. They're our next door neighbor in terms of cities. So they always bring a good crowd, and they always got good energy. So that'll also impact the play tonight because, you kind of lose that home court advantage a little bit because the Streetsboro crowd isn't known to be loud. As you can see, the student section.
A little bit sad over there.
There was about 6 students who got a suspension for the rest of the winter sports season. Do some actions after the game that we're not proud of.
Yeah.
But so you don't have the loud voices as much, and that will hurt a team. You gotta keep yourself in check. But yeah, we do have a moderately sized crowd out here, so we'll kind of see. And usually the Rockets crowd matches the energy of the opposing team. So hopefully with the Ravens being, I don't know, you were in here for the freshman game as well.
Oh yeah.
The freshman game earlier, a huge amount of energy. Really in the entire place. The place was rocking. Triple overtime. We ended up losing that one, unfortunately. JV just came out, 65-20?
Yeah, it wasn't very close. Something to note about the freshman game, I would be willing to make the argument that their freshman game crowd was louder than every game that we've had but Woodridge.
100%.
It was
so much.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that's definitely going to be something coming into this game is I love our Streetsboro crowd. They are for sure going to be louder. They are for sure more intense. And so that's definitely going to play a factor on the Rockets because I know that they're one of the best trash-talking crowds in the league. I've heard from some of our players.
They are fan-freaking-tastic, let me tell you. I've played against Ravenna my entire life because, well, quite frankly, I've had to. They're in our conference. They're great. They get in your head. They truly do get in your head. So that'll also, we're pretty good at keeping our cool. We have guys like Ethan Laie, who's used to be a hothead, has kind of cooled it down this year.
Yeah, I've been talking to him a little bit. I've been like, Ethan, where are the techs at, man? Haven't seen one yet.
It's good to see. He's maturing. Janier Cook, he did during football season, got a little bit into it. So sorry, you just saw them almost drop that cheerleader. Did you see that too? I looked up and
yeah, we both saw it a little bit there.
That'll make your heart skip a beat.
Yeah, no, but definitely.
I think we're getting ready to go down to Bob Long at the pregame.
National anthem.
Yeah. National anthem already?
Yeah.
A little early. Good. Sorry, a little bit of technical difficulties here.
Signaling down to Bob there.
A little bit of miscommunication. We're not quite at the national anthem yet. We'll let you know when we are. But before we get into that, also, talking to Coach Marcini, defense and transition is really going to be what's needed to win tonight's game. I don't really know what just happened there. Bob was looking at us like we were supposed to do something. Everyone knows Bob Long. Bob Long, local legend here in Streetsboro, in the Athletic Hall of Fame. Great PA announcer, one of the best, football and basketball.
I was talking to Bob before the game, and he was telling me about how he was so upset about the last call when he called the starting laps and messed it up. I was like, Bob, it sounded fine.
And now we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem.
always been a fan of the national anthem, Trevor. We'll say it every game.
I was gonna say,
always loved it.
Running out of material here, but now to get your starting lineups, we're going to head down to Babylon.
Tonight's game for the Ravenna Ravens. Starting tonight, a senior number 1, Ladarian Askew. Senior number 11, Braylon Burks. Senior number 0, Sean Jordan. Starting tonight, senior number 55, Amar Marshall. And senior number 2, C.J. Ross. And now here is the starting lineup for the Streetsboro Rockets. Starting tonight at junior, 5'11", number 1, P.J. Robinson. 5'11" senior, number 3, Jameer Cook. 5'9" senior, number 4, Raymond Hodge. Starting tonight, 6'1", senior, number 11, Ethan Lyon. And 5'11", senior, number 32, Chris Grable.
Oh, yeah.
Ginger Giant right there. Love to see it.
Actually, I was...
For the Red Ravens, Justin Graham, for the Streetsboro, Nick Varsity.
As always, thank you, Bob. Love your introductions. Bring the energy early. Chris Grable, Ginger Giant, starting once again. Ryan Roscoe still out on that sprained ankle. Yeah. So I did have a chat with him. He said he's expected to return next week. So we'll keep an eye on that. But now we're lining up for tip-off here.
Yeah, you know, I was actually talking to the Chima before this game, and he told me he wants a nickname of his own. He said Ginger Giant isn't the only one on the team. So I said, you hit a 3 and we'll talk about that.
A 3 tip off.
So yeah, Laie loses the tip off. Ask you gonna actually, like you said earlier, Sean Jordan will take it up. That's senior captain, not Marshall with it. Ask you. CJ Ross, as we thought, as always, goes up and no good. I just want to note he got to the basket really easily there. Definitely gonna be a tough defensive matchup tonight.
100%.
And Laie, who will run the point guard tonight. Really just taking it slow so far. No reason to rush yet. You know, game just started. Lost the tip-off. Don't be too worried about that. Goes up for the floater. That's good. Now Robinson used to pretty much only take the 3-ball. Now we barely see it out of him. He's really kind of transitioned more to getting to the rack. You know, as I've kind of talked to him a little bit before this game.
100%. 100%.
CJ Ross kind of gets cooked Robinson as we speak. Now Marshall down low hook shot. No good. Rebounded by Robinson.
Robinson doing good on the stats already. 2 points and a rebound, and we're going to get a reach it. With a block foul on C.J. Ross there. So the Rockets are coming down, and you can already hear it here. You can see it there in the background of the shot. Crowd's already starting to get into it, so I love that. The energy's going to be high this game. And I think when the energy's high, the play is better. You know what I'm saying? So
I couldn't agree more, Trevor.
We're going to get into a fantastic game here tonight. Ethan Laie now to bring it up for the Rockets.
Yeah, I mean, they've already had, 2 very good shots, just happen to not fall. So the defense hasn't been stellar yet for the Rockets, just happen to not make it. There's a great pass from PJ. Easy into Braden Hodge there.
Beautiful, beautiful offense there. And I talked to Coach Marcini before the game, as we talked about earlier, and he talked about all the different. The Rockets are going to meet a lot of different defensive looks tonight. And I said, who are you going to put on Ross? He put up 32 last time. How are you going to defend that? And he said, well, it's going to be an abundance of guys guarding him. We're not going to just keep one guy on him and face guard him the whole night. We're going to play our defense, and we're just going to make sure that a body stays on him as the ball goes out of bounds, stays away of the Ravens.
Yeah, I was just about to note, actually, so far this game, I've seen Cook on him, I've seen PJ on him, I've seen the Ginger Giant on him as he almost gets that steal there. So, yeah, as you said, definitely an abundance of guys, and we can see it already. And so now Burks with it, passes it right into the hands of Cook. Cook's going to drive, spins, goes up right-handed. That doesn't fall, but Hodge with the putback, no good. The jump ball is called.
Jump ball, that one will stay in the way of the Rockets.
You know, Cook doing a good job there following his shot. I've always loved that.
You know, that's one thing I can't stand when a guy shoots the ball and starts backing up. Go follow your shot, get a board. Even if you think you're going to make it, go get a board. You never know. As a deep pass tipped nearly out of bounds by Askew. So now here's Laie to bring it up. Laie, tons of guys around him, kind of putting the move on him.
Yeah, no, Laie, guarded by Ross. Ross, huge defender. Laie goes up, almost gets the and one, but he'll be shooting two.
Yeah, that block, that foul's going to fall on number 11, Braylon Burks. That'll be his first tonight. Team second in the first quarter. Once again, to update you guys, or make sure you guys know, 5,000 a quarter leads to bonus, which is 2 shots from the free throw line. So.
Yeah, no, we've talked so far about Laie. Ever since his sleeves came off, I swear that's a different player. You know, he shoots it way more now than he did ever before.
Yeah, Laie sinks his first, and he's not even one of the top leaders for free throws. I guess he doesn't really shoot free throws.
Not quite. Yeah, no, I mean, but even when he does, he hasn't been statistically the greatest free throw shooter. It doesn't let him get in the way though.
Yeah, Braden Hodge is the leading free throw shooter for the Rockets. And Ross is going to get called for a travel there in the half-court trap. That was one thing Coach Marcini told me to look for. He said, Trev, we're going to try to trap him in the half-court, and that's exactly what they did. Worked beautifully, got Ross to get a travel there.
Yeah, you just got to keep it up.
Oh, yeah.
All you can do. And so Laie will take it up. He's guarded by Askew. Askew, definitely a physical defender. Big in size for sure. Very similar to Laie, though.
Yeah, Askew, also a good football player. That physicality kind of rolls over. As there's Braden Hodge goes to the ground. There's going to be another foul on the floor.
Yeah, and we could already see the fans of Ravenna kind of getting riled up already.
Yeah, that foul falls on number 55, Amar Marshall.
Yeah, and so Hodge will pass it in. Arguably one of the better passers on the team.
Passed a little bit too outside.
Yeah, sometimes I just speak too soon. I definitely knew the idea there, just kind of didn't execute it well.
Yeah.
Don't hate the pass, though. I definitely say the intended play. And so now Sean Jordan will take it up. A nice little bounce pass to Ross. And yeah, like you said before, they're going to catch him in the trap. It's out of bounds, going the way of the Rockets. Doing everything right on defense so far.
The Rockets are looking really defensively sound here tonight. And, you know what they say. Offense wins games, but defense wins championships. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing a championship-level defense out of the Rockets here tonight already. Only 3 minutes in the game, pardon me. 5 minutes. Rockets up by 6. Here's Laie to drive. He goes up. No good. Tipped out of bounds by Grable. That'll go the way of the Ravens.
Yeah, no, Brock is looking solid on defense so far. I mean, 6 points, not bad at all for the first 3 minutes. Now, pretty typical, but what really stands out to me is the defense so far. I mean, even when they are getting to the paint, they're doing a good job at keeping the ball out of the basket. And just like that, Cook gets the steal. Cook will take it up himself. He drives, goes up, swings it to PJ. PJ's going to decide to take his time. Abs couldn't agree more. Athletic layup, no good. Ginger Giant putback, no good. And it's rebounded by Burks. Ross on the fast break. Only one person in front of him. Euro step. He's fouled. He's shooting two. And CJ Ross, I absolutely see it because the athleticism there for his height is unbelievable.
Yeah, completely.
Laie, the tallest defender on the team, and he just went right over him.
Yeah. I will say, Junior Cook already two steals tonight. Sorry, pardon me. 2 steals? Yeah, 2 steals for Junior Cook tonight. So he's already crushing it on the steal platform.
Well, that's huge.
Ross sinks his first. So Ross will put the Ravens on the board here tonight. 6-1 Rockets lead. Just about 4.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, CJ Ross, he's everything you look for in a player, quite frankly.
Yeah.
He has the offense, he has the defense, he's a good shooter, good inside the paint. He does it all, quite frankly. And so Laie will take it up for the Rockets. Really, that's what they've done this game so far that I've absolutely loved, is they've taken their time. They're not shooting dumb shots on the fast break. They're really just waiting for the best shot available to come. As Grable gets it. Cook, 4-3, and he sinks it. But net. A little sound effect there, Trevor.
A little bit of Ric Flair in it.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely right there. First 3 points for the night on Junior Cook. Having a great game so far. Rockets are pretty spread out so far for their shooting. And now, Sean Jordan, corner 3, no good. That's Grable with the rebound. Hodge will take it up. Beautiful pass to Cook. Cook drives up, on 2. And a shooting foul is called. He'll be shooting 2.
Junior Cook going to the line. He's third in the team for free throw percentage, shooting 69% from the line before tonight. Hopefully looking to extend on that percentage.
Yeah, and one thing I just want to note about Cook is I think he's the absolute best on the team at drawing foul shots, especially when it comes to fast breaks like that, where he could just kind of hop up and let him go right over him and then take the shot over. Yeah. It's a very high-level play. So now the 6 men are coming in with, Adrian Monroe. Morris. Well, I thought Morris was coming in. Yeah, Morris is going to come in for the shooter. Just like that, Cook comes out. And that was Cook and Braden Hodge that got subbed out. I mean, just like we talked about before, it's those spark plugs that we talked about that really just kind of keep the game rolling. So it's currently 10-2 with 3 minutes and 41 seconds left in the first quarter. CJ Ross has it. No subs yet for Ravenna. I've heard they're not actually just coming in now is Ethan McCamey. He's going to take it up for him. Well, definitely having a better second half to the season. He's shooting a little bit more. He goes up, left-handed, and just no good, but through 3 defenders. So now that's Sean Jordan driving. Out to Ross. Ladarian Askew, 4-3, no good. And a foul is called. Be going the way of the Rockets. Now, just like we talked about earlier, Monroe has to do more for the rebounding. You just did it right there, getting a great box out, getting the over-the-back call.
Yeah, great job rebounding. Rockets in bonus now. I'd like to point that out.
They're not shooting free throws now, are they?
Yeah, they are. That foul put them in bonus.
Yeah, so Monroe will be taking them. Definitely a guy you want out there shooting free throws.
You saw him in warm-ups. He really didn't shoot anything but free throws. He was hammering those, so we'll see if that plays out for him.
Yeah, I mean, that's his style of play, though. He's a passer and he's a defender. He hasn't always, he's always been a scorer, but it definitely hasn't been his top thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting to the line it's always crucial because you think about it, especially in high school basketball, if you can get 1 point per possession, you're going to win most of your games.
Yeah.
That's assuming you don't make a single shot every time you're just at the free throw line.
Yeah. I mean, and really that's all it takes is just limiting turnovers. Turnovers are the biggest killer in high school basketball because when you get that many turnovers, that's where you lose games. So retaining possession of the ball is huge there.
Yeah, so now just subbing in is
Braden Hodge for the Rockets.
Yeah.
Finish you off there.
Yeah, no, and then also for Ravenna, we have Blake Cutting coming in. Definitely tallest player on the team, a little bit taller than CJ Ross, so maybe just not the same level of athleticism. Because now CJ Ross has it right now. So calm with the ball as we can see.
Very. Look at him commanding the offense there.
Yeah, and you typically don't see that out of your scores. Yeah, that was a firm pass right there.
Yeah.
I mean, no complaints about that. As Ladarian Askew has it. Sean Jordan Cutting 4-3. It's no good. Airballed. He gets the rebound. And Cook with his third steal of the night, but he's tripped. And a foul's called on the Ravens. We could already hear that crowd going nuts.
Yeah, they're coming out early, so definitely going to be an intense game here.
And you've heard me saying it all year. I love the Ravenna game.
Oh,
it's the loudest game ever.
It's my favorite. You gotta love it. It's fun. When the crowd's in it, and as long as we all stay respectful, we gotta remember that. As Bob says in the intro, remember to respect the game. Make sure you keep that. Cheer for your team. So, do a little bit of talking. It's fun, and it makes it better for the players there. As Junior Cook sinks his first.
I'm gonna quit Bob there.
I could quote Bob all day. I really could.
Yeah, so now Rockets leaving 12-4 with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left.
Ginger Giant coming back in for the Rockets. Is that a fresh cut I see on him? Dude, he got a haircut?
He might have.
He's looking good. Sean Jordan now.
We'll have to get him after
as he gets a steal as we're talking about him. Here's Ethan Laie now to bring it down for the Rockets.
Yeah, so now Monroe has it. Monroe guarded by CJ Ross. Looks like Ross he pretty much just guarded anybody that has the ball. Definitely don't hate that, though.
Yeah.
Because now the Ginger Giant with it. A little bit smaller than his matchup. He uses his size, though, to set a screen. Morris goes up. Athletic layup. And that's no good. Rebounded by Jordan. leader of the Ravens. He hits Cutting. C.J. Ross, deep three. No good. Rebounded by Morris. That's a six-man action we talked about before the game. Elite bounce pass down to Grable, but Grable just barely doesn't get it. He'll fall into the cheerleaders a little bit.
He's apologizing. He's such a nice guy. That talks about your character. You're hustling for the ball, fall into a cheerleader, you apologize to her. It's great to see. I love to see that. Good chivalry.
Yeah, I've always watched this game, and, something we've always talked about. His signature shot, that fadeaway, spin around mid-range, I haven't seen it yet.
We haven't seen it. I love it, dude. He gets up there, too, for it.
Oh, he's
a beautiful jumper.
It's almost more efficient than his layups. I mean, it is lights out for him.
It is genuinely a beautiful shot to watch. If you are honored to see Chris Grable take a mid-range jumper, it's beautiful. As we're at this timeout, great time to mention our social medias. So make sure you follow our social media. As you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to follow the YouTube channel and checking out our social medias. We're Rocket Sports Network on Instagram and Facebook, with Streetsboro Athletics on X, and you can go follow all of them, pushing content all the time, talking about all your favorite Rocket sports players and all their achievements. Rockets lead 12-4, minute 50 left in the first quarter. Ravens to take the ball up. Askew has it in his hands now.
Yeah, and so Askew guarded by Hodge. Hodge, his biggest step up of the year, hasn't actually been from the three-point line, but on defense. Hasn't always been a solid defender, but this year he's really stepped it up. And so Askew has it just over his head, and Laie swoops in with the steal. Easy layup. I think his brother would have dunked that one, but always love to see it, though. He's never been a flashy guy, and also, I don't think he has the hops to get up there.
He can get up there. I've seen him do it. But he's not a flashy guy. He would rather go for a fundamental layup than risk it on a dunk.
Yeah, huge height matchup here. C.J. Ross drives in, tries to draw the foul. No good. Rebounded by Monroe. Second of the night. Monroe taking up himself as the point guard. As Morris swings out to Laie. Gets to Hodge. Hodge, 4-3. That's no good, but he's called for the travel. Man, hate to see it, but it didn't go in, didn't hurt him at all. If anything, you want to think about that. Helps his three-point percentage out just a little bit there. So,
it does.
You got to take it where you can get it.
You might be the only person who's ever thought about that.
Well, hey, stats are important, right? That's what they look at. It is true.
He's shooting 38% from the three-point line on the season. That percentage is not going down with that shot.
Absolutely not. Now C.J. Ross has it. Hits Cutting an enormous guy over Grable. Now Askew with it. Just a huge team in general. Sean Jordan now. Down low Cutting. Great pass out. Robinson steals it. Way to get a hand in there. He goes up. Hop steps. Doesn't find it. Now Monroe. Lots of bounce passes. Misses the free throw level shot from Morris. Now taking up his Ross. Uses his speed out to Jordan. He almost trips. No good. And a blocking foul is called on Monroe. It's going the way of the Ravens. With only 16.7 seconds left. Scores 14-4.
It's a bit further than I thought it was going to be.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be honest with you. Rockets missing out on Ryan Roscoe this game, who's been an impactful player all season. Dropped 20 against the Ravens. And he's not playing tonight, and the Rockets actually have a lead right now. Not to say that Roscoe is the team for the Rockets, but he definitely plays a big role as Robinson gets a steal.
And Robinson goes up right-handed. Sorry, left-handed. That's no good, though. Sorry, that is good.
That was good.
I was thinking it wasn't left-handed. My bad.
Time expires. Time expires on the first quarter. Rockets up 16-4. Got a 12-point lead here as we are getting into the second quarter.
I mean, what's there not to be excited about right now? It's up 16-4.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
But the thing is, you got to keep the energy going. When you get energy early in a game, it's hard to keep it going all the way through the game. So the Rockets going to have to make sure they keep that energy up. And have you ever thought about hearing a bit more about the Streetsboro Rockets?
Oh, all the time.
Well, if you want to learn more about the Streetsboro Rockets, follow our podcast, Behind the Bench, for exclusive interviews with Streetsboro High School athletes. Behind the Bench is on all major streaming platforms, as well as on rock889.com. You go to Programming and Podcast Center, and you'll find it there. So, awesome interviews. It used to be hosted by our former floor reporter, Art, who's now in Wisconsin, and looking for a new host currently. Should be up and running.
I've heard your name up there.
I've heard your name.
Yeah, we'll see.
Some would say we know ball, so
Maybe it's both of us then. I don't know. But
Tag team it?
we'll see. Yeah. One thing to note about the Ravens, haven't had a ton of cheering yet from their sections. So
Well, I mean,
I feel like could be part of it.
They haven't had much to cheer about. You know, not to hate.
But most of the time, it's not as much cheering as more it is like them, getting upset at the refs.
Yeah.
Or
There was one. What was it? What did they get? There was a block.
maybe the over the back foul.
I think it was a block. There was a block that was called on Moss down there right in front of their bench.
Yeah, and so now taking it up is Askew with the Ravens to start the second quarter. The way I see it now is freshman team 1 for the Ravens, Streetsboro 1 for the JV team. This right here is for the series now.
Yeah.
So now Sean Jordan, he tries to tip it out, but it's tipped by Cook. Cook gets it. Over to Grable. Now Robinson can't hold on to it, but that's out of bounds. It's going the way of the Rockets.
Yeah, that's Junior Cook, 4th steal on the night.
He right place, right timing.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he is on top. He's on
do.
top of it with the steals. So that's something to watch. As we were just starting the second quarter. Second quarter. Junior Cook already with 4 steals. Here's Robinson now at the top of the key.
Cook down low. Cook guarded by 2. Grable was waiting for that 3-point shot. Nothing though. Out of bounds, going the way of the Rockets, and Robinson tried his best to hold on to that. Just too many guys out there. It's definitely a high-risk, high-reward pass because if you maintain possession of that, you have a good chance of getting up a pretty much free layup.
Yeah.
He's behind all of them. So I don't hate the pass. Definitely a lot of skill involved with that. As Askew will take it up. Now Jordan. Now, something to note, Jordan, Ross, and Askew haven't been subbed out yet. I'm wondering if they'll even be subbed out all game. Now Jordan, hop step. Askew down low. Puts up a little fadeaway shot. No good. Rebounded by Laie. Laie definitely picked up the rebounding game ever since Roscoe went down. And now Cook has it. Top of the key. Laie guarded by C.J. Ross. That's the matchup we were looking for. As Laie hop step goes up. He's blocked. Blocked by Cutting, but Cook gets the rebound. And now Grable isn't going to take that 3 yet.
I thought he was pulling.
I was waiting for it.
As Robinson puts up a deep 3, it's off inside the rim, no good.
That was Jordan with the rebound. Askew down low. Askew goes up. It's good. Very good shot. Ross hasn't gotten the start that he's wanted just yet. Only has 2 points. Askew leading the team of 4.
Oh yeah, I was switching those too.
Yeah, so now Robinson with it. Robinson contested 3. That's no good. That is rebounded by McCamey. And now Ross goes up on 2. And he's shooting 2. And that's what Ross is good at. He gets to the paint and he put up an honest shot there while also drawing the foul. And so I bet you he gets a ton of and-ones in a lot of these games.
Yeah, two more foul shots for Ross there. Yeah. His first 2 points came from foul shots. Now he's going back to the line, 100% on the day. And that foul falls on number 32, Chris Grable, his first for the night. Rockets first in the second quarter. Ross sinks his first. And Ross is an exceptional free throw shooter. He's got a good system there.
Well, that's how you average 23 points a game, Trevor. Yeah. It's the free throw line.
Yeah, that's very true.
And I'll tell you so far, you see a lot of guys in the NBA that are, you'd call them unethical hoopers. He's definitely not one of those. They're honest shots. He just gets fouled.
Yeah.
As Cook goes up, kind of similar play style to Ross, actually. Yeah. Cook having a great game so far. Already has 8 points.
The Rockets still in that full court press, trying to look for the half court trap.
Yeah, now Askew with it. Almost couldn't hold on to it. And just like you said, get into that trap. Now Sean Jordan, he drives. And a foul is called.
Yeah, it's going to fall on Junior Cook. It's going to be a little bit of a reach in there as Jordan was driving.
Yeah, it's one of those tough fouls where it's like, you just kind of get your arm caught in there. It's not as much as an intentional foul. Looks like they're going to be subbing Grable out for Dallas Morris. Left seeing Grable get some more minutes now. He's always been a hustle guy, always been a glue guy, definitely, and his size it's very impressive. So now McCamey, he throws it out of bounds. It's going the way of the Rockets. Rockets up 10. It's been pretty similar point scoring. It's just Rockets got up big in the beginning, and they're just kind of holding on to that lead right now. Now, calling a play right now, just trying to get the team involved. He's guarded by Askew. He's been guarded by Ross before. So that's Robinson. Robinson drives. Oh, great pump fake there from my Cook. When he gets in there, he goes up. He's blocked. Blocked by Cutting, and Ross will throw it off his knees. And Cook trying to talk to him a little bit. Ross not having any of it, just kind of walks away.
And Ross is really good at that. I mean, like I said, I've played against him for a while, and he's good at just, kind of ignoring the haters and, keeping calm. Now here's Jordan to take it across to, he does not. He gives it back to Ross. Back to Jordan. They're passing it to get it past half court, avoiding that trap, doing a good job at it.
Yeah, man, that's what you got to do right there. And now McCamey with it. Now Jordan. Definitely haven't been a ton of subs yet. I know we talked about that before, but really we're seeing it now. We're about 12 minutes into the game. Haven't seen a sub yet. And so Jordan, guarded by Hodge. Very similar play styles for the both of them. He has run the point guard all night, as we said, alongside with C.J. Ross. And McCamey puts up a corner three. That is no good. And Rockets collide, but Robinson will come down with it. Now Laie will take it up. Laie, corner, I almost thought there was going to be a corner three there. Robinson, pump fake, goes up, easy layup.
Pump fake, that's fundamental right there. I'll give him a hand for that one. Great fundamentals there from Robinson. Pump fake, gets the guy to jump, goes up for an easy two, and that's beautiful play right there. Rockets up 20-8, still at that 12-point lead.
Yeah, something I want to note. Fundamental does not mean skillless. That is a very, very skilled pump fake right there, and that's how we scored. Because Ross goes to the step through, gets it up and good. Very, very talented there. Rockets are doing so good at stopping him. Missed layup. Cook goes up. No good. Phenomenal defense. Yeah. C.J. Ross takes it up. He goes up. No good. They're just going back and forth here. McCamey, 4-3. That is no good. Rebounded by Laie. This game is everywhere so far. Robinson down low. Pump fake goes up. It's good. And I would call a timeout indeed, because that was one of the most sloppy basketball I've seen from these teams.
Both ways, that was the sloppiest basketball I've ever seen. Like they were just hucking up shots. You got to calm down. You got to run an offense. This isn't playing pickup basketball. You are playing with a team that you practice with all season. There's a reason why you can still play. You got to slow it down and take control. You can't just start throwing up shots like that. Get into a shooting match, because it's never going to work.
Yeah, so far, our biggest point scorers are Janier Cook. He's got 8, and then also P.J. Robinson's got 8. And if we're talking player of the game, I know it's super, super early, but what do you think so far?
When I'm looking at player of the game, there's one thing I think, and it's not just points scored. As always, that'll help. But you look at the full game, and I'm really looking, once again, at Janier Cook. He won it last time, and he might get a back-to-back here, because he's playing exceptional defense, getting good steals, playing good basketball, good passes, good takes at the hoop, and really, if we see Robinson pick it up a little bit here in the second quarter, second half, we could have a real shooting match for that player of the game.
And I always like talking about that, because the same thing happened last game where Ethan Laie and Janier Cook went back and forth all throughout the end of the game. And you always love to see that right there.
Yeah, and who's that Gene Nino's player of the game brought to you by? Oh, I said Gene Nino. I tried to work it so well.
C.J. Ross. Sean Jordan will take that up for us now. So back to C.J. Ross. We're going to keep passing that around. McCamey with it. McCamey's gotten a lot of minutes so far. C.J. Ross now. He drives. Hop step, goes up. He's fouled.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite go in, but...
That's a good call. I mean, Robinson got him right across the wrist. But as I was trying to say, tonight's player of the game is brought to you by Gene Nino's Pizza on State Route 303 in the Streetsboro Plaza. They offer pizza, chicken, JoJo's, along with hot Italian subs. Real good food.
Oh, yeah. I like the pepperoni pizza. I know it's simple, but...
That is simple.
You never can mess that up.
They have some good wings. We don't talk about it here. We talk about the chicken. Their wings are phenomenal. Oh, you mean it? If I'm having a party, give me a Gene Nino's sheet pizza and some wings, and everybody's happy.
Well, can we talk about JoJo's too if we're talking about wings? I know it's mentioned, but
might be a hot take. I don't like JoJo's.
Whoa. You don't want to say that on the air. I mean,
gonna get some angry letters written to us. Ross misses both.
Laie's gonna take that up for him. Laie only put the ball in the basket twice so far. A lot more than he's done most this season. But he's showing excellence. Morris 4-3 in the corner. Sorry. That's going to be a two-pointer. Foot was on the line. Same amount of points as a layup. I mean, it's kind of nuts to me, but...
That sucks.
And it's a skill shot, definitely. We talked about it earlier. Great three-point shooter. Started off the season hot. He's going to be called for a blocking foul. Cook getting into it with him a little bit, and as you talked about before, Cook likes to talk to the refs a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just a part of the physicality of the game. And the way I see it is, if that could feed into your anger, that could feed into you scoring how much he does.
Yeah.
All game.
And also, I like to see a guy talk to the ref. Maybe not yell at the ref or say angry things to the ref, but talk to the ref. It shows he's in the game. It shows his heart's there, and you got to have heart to play a good game. As Robinson gets a beautiful steal, but unfortunately steps out of bounds when he's stepping back to take off with it.
Hey, I mean, if you're stat padding, I mean, that's a steal and a turnover there, so I wasn't going to talk about it, so. Yeah, I mean, subbed him out, so clearly Marcini's not happy about that.
He subbed him out before that. Well, I think Marcini's just giving him a break because C.J. Ross passes it off of Junior Cook back into his own hands. He goes up for 2. That puts him at 8 points tonight.
Yeah, talk about a scorer, man. He passes it to himself. I mean, you can't say much about that.
That's a first for me. I don't think I've ever called that in a game.
But he's not necessarily selfish either. He's just really good at getting to the basket. I mean, honestly, I'm very surprised.
He's a great athlete.
Similar with Laie, track stars, he'll have it. So nimble with the ball right now. They can't get around him. He spins.
They're going to get him on a travel. Yeah, that's a tough one. Took a gather step and then pivoted with the opposite foot. That gets you the travel. It's tough, You think, 2 steps, that's not a travel I got here. You got to watch what foot you pivot with. Because if you pivot with that back foot, you get called for it. And that's just the way it is. It's tough, and it's something you really got to be careful with, especially when you're moving fast like that. You don't notice. And now the Ravens pass it all the way down the line, tipped out of bounds by Ethan Laie.
Yeah, I mean, that's way to get back on defense.
C.J. Ross headed to the bench for the Ravens. He's going to a little bit of a breather. Askew coming in for him, and we missed that sub there, but Zaire Sanders coming in for the Ravens.
And so that's Askew with the ball right now. Yeah, you tried to get him McCamey there. Ended up in the hands of Jordan. Askew with it. So now in the corner, that's Sanders. Sanders puts it up. That's no good. Rebounded by Monroe. Third of the night. Did exactly what he told me he was going to do before the game, and that's focus on rebounding. Love a guy that sticks to his word, man. But that's Cook with it. Cook only's got one on him. Surprised he didn't take it. Monroe. Oh, we were waiting.
I wanted him to shoot that. I was ready for it. Now here's Hodge back up to Morris.
And Morris, he's guarded by Burks right now. Now Cook, caught by 3. He goes up with it. He's called. He's shooting 2. And that's the skill we were talking about earlier. He saw 3 on him. His thought wasn't, I'm going to, if you pass it out, there's no say you get it out with 3 guys. It's, let's go get a foul. Let's go shoot some shots. And that right there takes skill.
Junior Cook, what is he from the line tonight? Is he 50? 2 for 4?
I believe so, yeah. Something to note, Ross already coming back in. Literally got a sip of water.
Quickly coming back in there.
Yeah, but when you're that skilled, you need a guy like that out there. Especially in a game like this, down by 12. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, as Cook misses his first, Ross comes in for Burks. Burks getting a little bit of a breather there. And the Ravens getting ready with another. They're doing a lot of subbing. So are the Rockets. A well-subbed game.
Yeah, but we've seen a lot of Sean Jordan, Ladarian Askew, and C.J. Ross tonight, but it's been consistently getting them in and out, just making sure everybody gets well rested. Other than Ross, of course, only going out for about 30 seconds total. Playing hot potato now.
I mean, Ethan Laie went out. He didn't even touch his water. He went right to the end of the bench and was ready to go back.
Great steal by Robinson. Now Monroe with it to Cook. Cook, hop step. I almost said Laie there. Morris has it. Love to see the bounce pass there. Easy little step through.
Beautiful take from you.
Oh, I love that shot. Love that shot. And so now Askew to Ross. And a foul is called on Morris.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that was just... Can we just talk about that step through for a second?
Yeah, but before we talk about that,
wow.
Bonus for the Ravens. So, that's never good.
Well,
there's only 40 seconds left. We had that realization.
Get 2 out of the way here.
Yeah.
But
C.J. Ross, you're sending C.J. Ross to the line. That's tough. He's a good free throw shooter. We talked about it earlier as he misses his 3rd of the night. Now 4 for 7. Yeah, let's keep talking about the exceptional free throw shooting because if you know, we tend to curse players at the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean we've done. Actually, I thought there was a game last year where we actually accidentally reverse iced it for our team, talking at the free throw line.
He misses his second. He's 50% now.
Yeah, it's another row. We'll take it up. Guarded by Sanders. Hits Cook to Laie. Waiting for the Laie 3 there. Didn't quite come. And so now Cook with it. Cook. Definitely the most improved player of the year so far. Even a little bit over Laie. Mid-range. Doesn't go in. Robinson tried to get it. He tried to throw it off of Robinson. Robinson said, that's my ball. And he's going up shooting too. And I love to see that. You know, it's always been a play where, you know, you throw it off the defender to get it out of bounds going your way. He just grabbed it.
Yeah.
Caught the ball. I'm sure it hurt, but
yeah, I know that ball came with some force.
He's shooting too now, though. So I mean, you gotta take that.
Yeah. Now here's Robinson with the free throw. No good.
Trevor, what did we talk about, man?
Yeah, sorry. How about the weather today? A little chilly in the morning.
A little.
Negative 13.
My car started, Trevor.
You know, I get a garage spot. I get lucky enough. Robinson misses his second. Rebounded by Ross, and now he's taking it up.
Man,
we're gonna
can't be fouling him in the bonus
now. Another foul.
And I mean, even though he missed the last couple, like we said before, that's not the guy you want to bring up to the line.
Well, you mean exceptional free throw shooter. We talked about it all season. Robinson, that's his second foul. And, you know, these quarters have kind of been flipped foul-wise. Ravens had 5. Rockets didn't have many in the first, and then now here is the Rockets to live. Ravens don't have many. Ross hits that one. That puts him up to 9 points tonight, tied with Robinson.
Yeah, and the Rockets they're not even looking for a rebound right now.
They could be.
Yeah, so not the Rockets, the Ravens.
No, they're playing defense, trying to make sure nothing happens before the...
Maybe that's just confidence in Ross. Somebody needs to come back down, though. No. Great, but way to keep an eye on Laie there. You know, definitely saying that he's not out of the picture. So Laie with 8 seconds left. Looks like he's going to look for it. Crosses up Ross, spins, step through, fade away. No good. Just barely doesn't go in.
No good as the buzzer sounds. And that'll bring us into the end of the second quarter and halftime of today's contest. Unfortunately, the Vec is not here.
It's his birthday, so happy birthday to the Vec.
Hey, happy birthday to the Vec. Let's give him a round of applause there.
Big 18 for him.
Big 18. Good work by the Vec all season long. So we gave him the night off. So we're going to give you a little bit of a halftime show. Not as in-depth as Marcelo goes, but we're just going to give a quick chat about the game so far. Rockets lead by 13, so a total of 1 point gain in the overall. You know what I'm saying? 1 point gain in the lead. They're up by 12 in the first, 13 now. And it's been a fairly competitive game. Like, I mean, Ross 10 points, Junior Cook with 9. Also, P.J. Robinson with 9. Or no, Robinson has 8. Pardon me there. Yeah. So it's a close game, competitive game, and they're teeing off back and forth. The Ravens came out a bit slow, and they've kind of just been lacking since then. You know, it's not that the Ravens aren't playing as good as the Rockets tonight. They just came out slow, and the Rockets came out swinging, and that really makes a difference right there. That's why the difference hasn't changed at all. Only the pace of play.
Yeah, and so get that popcorn cooking, because we got a game coming up, and we'll be right back after halftime. welcome back to halftime, everybody. The current score of the game is 27-14, with the Rockets leading so far. Trevor's not currently with us, actually just sitting down now. So you had to go to the bathroom or something, Trev. Well, we're glad you could finally make it back with us.
Well, I'm glad to be back, Bryce, and let me tell you, I was helping Dylan, the cameraman, kind of set up the camera a little bit more.
Yeah, so, it's, I already so, yeah, tip-off, or sorry, not tip-off, but the game's already underway. Starters in for both teams. Lae has it. Now Cook. Cook spins. Lae. Oh, I was thinking, thought he might hit that three, decides not to. Now Cook with it. Cook drives. On one, puts it up. That's good. Now Cook with 11 points on the night. He's been scoring with ease. Not a ton of problems. He's getting to the line well, hitting his shots, and that's what we've talked about all season, is hitting the easy shots, and that's what he's doing. So now Ross does a good job not getting caught in the trap there. Ball gets back to him. So in the corner is Askew. Ross down low, guarded by two. It's not going to matter as he puts it up, and it's good. Ross now has 12 points on the night. Has no sign of stopping either. So now Grable with it. Now Cook. Cook goes up easily. Almost no defense on him. And Cook and Ross are going to go back and forth. Cook now up to 13. So now with it is Marshall. Now Jordan. Ross goes up on two. He'll be shooting two.
No.
Sorry, not shooting two. That's a charge. My bad.
Cook took a charge there. And I love to see a good old-fashioned charge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely love to see that right there. Because taking a charge, I mean, you just know you're about to get thrown down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're almost putting your body on the line for the game, and that's always the type of stuff I love to see.
I love taking the charge. It's one of my favorite things of the game.
Yeah, I wish I still played to do it. There's Lae goes up on two, misses it. Jordan tries to get the rebound. Lae gets his own board, never gives up on it. Hop step, goes up, it's rejected. Rejected by Burks. Ball gets back into the hands of Hod, swings it on down. Gets to Lae in the corner, and Lae barely just kind of slips out of his fingers. It's going the way of Ravenna. So chaotic so far to start.
And you can hear Ravenna's assistant coach there yelling down to Braylon Burks.
Yeah, and so now Askew will take it up. Marshall, he gets stuck. Somehow gets that out. Ross now. Now Jordan in the corner airballs it. Ross going to get the foul call. And now that will be no good on the shot, but he will be shooting too.
Yeah.
Man, what a start to the game.
Lae. Caught Lae on the foul.
Yeah, he's always kind of been a bigger guy in the paint, so I could definitely see it. And so he sinks his first. Man, very, very good free throw shooter. I know he missed a couple earlier, but it's kind of one of those things where sometimes, when you miss the first one, you get to the second one, He sinks both. So, yeah, that's now he's at 14 points now for Ross. No, Robinson, he goes up, contested. That's no good. Rebounded by Jordan. No, Jordan, not tall, not extremely tall, but definitely does a good job of getting rebounds so far. Jordan, he'll drive, goes up left-handed hook shot. That's no good. It's rebounded by Hodge. Little man getting up there. It's quickly stolen from him. Gets back into the possession of Cook, though. And so now Lae will take it up. Now that's Robinson. Now Cook will think about it, decides not to. He spins up, right-handed floater. That's good.
That was a beautiful shot coming from Cook there.
Now Cook's hit the flow state now.
Oh, yeah.
15 points. No signs of slowing down, Trevor.
Yeah, and I think we're looking at that Gene Nuno's player of the game right here. He's making it an easy conversation for us. Now it's in the hands of Marshall.
Yeah, so now Marshall up top. He's guarded by Robinson. Very big guy, even though not a ton of height on him. So, Jordan gets in the corner, back to Marshall. He started the other half, but didn't come back in after he got subbed out. Ross getting his own putbacks up there after the missed shot. And that right there is how he has so many points. It's just his height. He never stops trying to score. Even when he misses, he goes back up with it.
Yeah, and that's the hard part about losing Roscoe for the Rockets is, he was a real good rebounder. and now you don't have him in there, especially when you get teams like this. We do lack a little bit in height. As Braden Hodge puts up a corner three, no good. That one's tipped out by Grable, but rebounded by the Ravens. Sam Jordan to bring it up.
He's calling the trap. Now Burks has it. Burks goes up big, underhand.
And a charge.
Love seeing the charge.
Grable. Look at that. He set up, took it like a champ, and the Ravens coach not happy at all.
Let me tell you, they don't call him the Ginger Giant for no reason. When he falls down, that floor shakes. Let me tell you, he is an absolute killer in the paint down there. And that's why when guys go up, they go up underhanded because they don't want to go over him.
Yeah, now the pair of 6 men come in for the Rockets. So Dallas Morris and Adrian Monroe subbing in, giving the Ginger Giant Chris Grable a break, and Braden Hodge a seat there to catch his breath.
You know, I like to refer to them that as like the 6 men because both of them, they always come in at the same time, and they also have a very, very comparable role to each other.
Yeah.
So now Laie has it guarded by Askew. A huge step up for the Rockets. 6-man last year, actually. Now he's arguably the Rockets' best player.
The Rockets running a motion offense. It works almost like a charm. Jahneer Cook couldn't get the finish down.
Yeah, he almost tries to get his step back there. And so blocking foul is called on Robinson. That'll be going the way of the Ravens. Sean Jordan hasn't had the game we've been looking for out of him so far. Hasn't scored yet. Only thing he's picked up so far is fouls.
Who?
Maybe a couple rebounds too. Sean Jordan.
Oh yeah, Sean Jordan. Yeah, no points. That is weird from him. He got 2 fouls, no points.
Hasn't really been shooting much yet though, so definitely understandable. And them 6 men coming right out of the game, or other than Monroe.
Yeah, Morris going to take a seat. Hodge coming back in. You know, he's known as a lethal shooter. Hasn't taken too many shots this year. As Monroe gets the rebound off of a brick 3 from Askew. Now here's Cook under the hoop. Cook pauses for a second, gets fouled by, Jordan there, and that'll be Jordan's 3rd foul tonight. He's starting to get into foul trouble. We still got a full quarter and a half to play, and he's already in foul trouble. So we'll keep an eye on that as the game develops.
Yeah, I mean, that right there is like Cook's bread and butter right there. You know, that pump fake, getting him over him and then shooting into him. You know, because he gets a lot of and-ones, too. It's not like he's just only shooting free throws.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive out of him. Didn't really see that a ton last year. He just shot the 3-ball a lot, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Even though he was kind of in a small forward, power forward position. His Ginger Giant gets his own rebound. It was blocked, though, as Grable puts it back up. It's going the way of the Ravens. And yeah, definitely just very, very chaotic game so far. It hasn't been clean both ways by any means.
Yeah.
Rockets just edging them out right now, 34-20. Definitely the type of stuff you like to see, though. It's the defense is really winning it for them, even though they haven't been bad on offense necessarily.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there, Bryce. The Ravens are going to bring it up. Here's Sean Jordan. And the ball is fumbled by Ethan McCamey as he dribbles it out of bounds on accident there. Rockets get the ball. That's a big turnover there.
It was just a tough pass.
Yeah.
You have to have glue on your hands to get that one in. It was kind of passed out of bounds, so I got to give him a little bit of credit there.
Yeah. But Jordan had a tough one. He had 2 guys on him there in the corner. And Jordan was just trying to get it over half court to get something going. The Rockets trapping well. Chris Grable for 3. No good. A little bit long on that one.
A little bit. Ross will take it up. And he's called for the foul. And that's that and one we've been talking about all game. As soon as they start dropping and he keeps getting to the line like that, he's going to start racking up points. Already at 16. So he's getting close to his average of 23 now. Plenty of basketball left. I'm sure he'll reach it. He's looking great out there so far. Ginger Giant coming out.
And that foul will fall on number 4, Braden Hodge, his first of the night. Team's 4th of the quarter, so they're getting close to that bonus. One more foul and the Ravens are in bonus.
Man, you got to be careful with the bonus, though, because that right there is how you can start racking up points easily, especially since you've got a ton of time left. It's Robinson. Euro step goes up, and that's good. Smooth like butter from P.J. Robinson as Ravens call a timeout. That's exactly what we're talking about right there. You know, it's just the seamlessness getting to the basket right there.
100%. That was a beautiful take from Robinson as the Ravens call a timeout there. A bit of a trying to gather themselves. Rockets extend their lead, goes back to 13. It was 14 at one point. Kind of moving around a lot.
Yeah, I mean, really, I feel like I've been, one of them auction people, the way I've been talking so much, because it's just been back and forth and back and forth.
It's been a very fast-paced game. And now that we're getting close to the fourth quarter, you're going to see that start to affect the players because of how fast-paced it's been. It's going to start wearing on them. It's going to come down to who's conditioned better. And, well, we've seen the Rockets hustle the entire game. We saw it in the Woodridge game. I don't watch too much Ravens basketball, and I haven't seen them hustle like that. They possibly could have, but the Rockets also, the last time they met, the Rockets were up by only 4 going into the fourth quarter and then hammered it home. I can't remember the final score of that game, but
they won by about 10, I believe.
Yeah.
10 or 15.
So, that's based off of that information. I'm starting to think maybe the Ravens aren't that much of a fourth quarter team.
Yeah, but something to note is, you were talking about conditioning earlier, and C.J. Ross, he got out for less than 30 seconds. He got a drink of water. That's what he had. Yeah. So it's like, that's one way to think about it is, that'll definitely play into it. You could be the greatest athlete in the world. You can't go out there for 40-some minutes. As Jordan finally puts the ball in the basket, hasn't done it all night. Only accumulated fouls, but he'll be shooting the and one. So definitely a good way to, get your scoring resume started.
Yeah, that'll be Braden Hodges' second foul and the 5th. So now any foul will result in a Raven going to the line for 2.
That's something I hate to see because that right there is how you blow leads.
Yep.
Poor defense for sure, but it's definitely when you put him in the bonus. As Laie gets the rebound, can't make that and one though. So it's Robinson. Robinson drives, hits Hodge. Hodge 4-3. It looks like a bit of contact there. No call. It's going the way of the Ravens. Yeah, Marcini not too happy about that one, as we can both see.
We haven't seen too much of Tomato Marcini this year. Remember last year? He used to get so red.
Well, he got to his 200. What was it? 200 or 250 wins. I think it's just.
I think 200.
Once you get that age. Oh, a huge block! Block! Unbelievable block from Laie.
Engineer Cook's going to get caught on a reach-in as that ball was on the floor.
I mean, are we watching Laie or are we watching Jermaine O'Neal out there? Because that was one of the best blocks I've ever seen out of Laie. Unbelievable.
That was the best block I've seen, but that may have been one of the worst comparisons you've had, Bryce. You're usually pretty good at your comparisons.
No, you're not talking bad about Jermaine O'Neal.
No, I'm not talking bad about Jermaine O'Neal. I'm saying you're talking bad about Jermaine O'Neal pulling that comparison. Laie is a good athlete, but he is not Jermaine O'Neal.
Did you see that block?
I saw the block.
These guys are lucky we don't have instant replay because that was by far the best block of the season.
Yeah, it's the best block of the season, but it's not Jermaine O'Neal.
I'm not going. That block resembles Jermaine O'Neal. I'm going to die on that hill. I'm telling you right now, Trevor.
Russell Sinkworth, that puts him at 21 points. Lead down to 9 now.
It's an Laie to take it up, or Jermaine O'Neal, as some would say. Pass it down low. Hits Robinson. Robinson gets the contact.
One.
That's what we're looking for right there. Exchanging free throws is now. He'll be going up. He's got 10 points. I think Cook's got 13. So I know we keep talking about that player of the game. It's going to be a battle.
Yeah.
Cook, he's getting a little bit more steals, but Robinson's been doing good on defense too. He's doing the little things that you can't quite put down for a stat.
Yeah.
It's going to be close. I'm telling you right now.
And if you didn't hear me mention it earlier, you can always follow all of our social medias to keep up what's going on with the Rocket Sports world. You can subscribe to our YouTube here, Robinson Sinks the First, or you can hit us up on Instagram or Facebook. Search Rocket Sports Network and Streetsboro Athletics on X.
Well, one-on-one literally here is we have one Askew and one Robinson, but he'll pass that out. Now we got, that's Sanders down there. And so now Robinson with it. Robinson goes up, gets a lot of contact, gets his own rebound. That's out of bounds, going the way of the Rockets. Way to hold on to that ball.
Yeah, great show of strength there for Robinson.
Unbelievable. I mean, great game so far from the Rockets. Up by 12, a minute 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Laie, hard time passing it in. I think he stepped over there.
Yeah, he stepped on the line there. That's a stupid mistake you can't make.
I mean, it's a tough one, though.
You're up 11. You got to pay attention to detail there.
It's the heat of the game, Trevor. Heat of the game. But, yeah, no, you're right, 100%, because that right there, when you don't pay attention to detail with this amount of time left, that's how comebacks happen.
Yeah.
And that's their biggest thing right now is you got to keep scoring, but keep playing defense. Keep playing strong. Jordan down low. Good job holding on to the ball there. Sanders with it now. Now Askew. Grable tips it into the hands of Robinson. Gives it right back to Laie. Now Robinson's going to take it up. Down to Hodge. Monroe. Robinson, 4-3. No good. That's rebounded by Sanders. Tries to throw the deep pass. He gets called for a backcourt violation, I believe.
I believe it was a carry. You don't see many of those nowadays,
really?
But I think they got him on a carry.
Yeah, that's good defense from the Ginger Giant right there.
Yeah, great defense. Way to work the transition there. Stop points from happening. That was a 2-on-1 if the Ginger Giant didn't hustle and get back. And now here's Hodge with it at the top of the key.
Laie now. Guarded by Askey. It's been the similar matchup most of the time. Laie drives, goes up, contested, and that's good. Laie always has done good with contest. You just look, the exit isn't even there. And that's exactly what he did right there. And now Sean Jordan with it. Guarded by Robinson. That's McCamey to Ross. Jordan, left-handed. And he's called for the foul. That's the Laie I know. Kind of getting a little bit loud with the refs there.
Well, yeah, that one's on Laie. That's his third.
He's got to be careful. Because a similar thing happened in actually their first game of the season was against Coventry. And that's when Ethan Laie and PJ Robinson fouled up and they ended up losing by 1. So now Kyler Jackson's about to sub in.
Kyler Jackson, he had a great game earlier in the year. He got a chance to get in.
Not used to this. Oh, he's subbing in for Laie. Probably just trying to make sure he stays out of foul trouble. The only thing I got to say is if we're seeing Jackson, I think we're seeing teams.
I don't know. We might see the teams. Still got the warm up on over there.
I'm waiting for that team's corner 3. That's all I'm saying. Now Grable comes down with the rebound. 46 seconds left. Hits Robinson. Down low to Hodge. Hodge gets stuck. Monroe. Now, good job by the Ravens there. Not let him get too much from that fast break there. Now Jackson with it. First time playing with the full rotation. Typically he comes in with the deep bench. Definitely a good player. The Rockets just have a ton of depth.
Man.
The ball is stolen by Ross. Ross thinks about it. And he, with one-hand jam from Ross, throws it down. Now, with only 10 seconds left, Jackson's got to take it up. 9 seconds. Jackson cannot get caught. Hits Monroe in the corner. Only 5 to shoot. He goes up, and he gets it. And Adrian's happy about that, but we got to talk about that dunk. He got up there.
He did. I mean, he's an athlete. I'll say that. We saw that. I was looking on Porter Sports Instagram. He also had one of those in the Kent game. And Kent is Ravenna's longtime rival. So, yeah, I just felt like mentioning that. That's not the first time he's done it. He's known to slam it. And I will say, that's an athletic play, but, maybe it's the pool energy. You're down by 13, but I don't know. You're down by 13. Is it necessary? I guess it can be an energy thing.
But something I've actually talked to a lot of the players about dunking because I've always, as we know, Roscoe can dunk. Roscoe's been dunking since about 8th grade.
Yeah.
And one thing I say is, why would you dunk it when you could take a layup? But they've actually told me, once you get good enough at dunking, it's a lot easier to not miss than a layup.
Yeah.
Because there's a little less margin of error, should I say, versus for a layup. You see guys blow open layups all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's as much as let me go do something flashy, as much as it is for me in this case, this is the most guaranteed shot I have.
I think that's a great way to put it. I never thought about it like that. Well, quite frankly, I can't dunk.
Yeah, me neither. Maybe Sky Zone sometimes, but
I can throw down at Sky Zone.
Maybe we'll one-on-one there.
You give me a trampoline under a hoop, and I call me Michael Jordan. I used to have a hoop on my trampoline in my backyard. Okay.
You guys,
what?
You guys might see something on the social media after this little Brace versus Trevor one-on-one.
On the Sky Zone?
Oh yeah.
Or we just doing it on the court after the game. I'll go in these clothes.
We'll go half and half. So now we have McCamey with it. Hits Jordan. Ross. The huge dunk before the end of the half, end of the quarter. Askew goes up, misses the layup. Like we talked about earlier, some of those, even if they're open, they're hard to make.
Yeah.
It's an Laie with it. Laie drives. Yarrow goes up. That's good for Laie. Laie, 8 points on the night. Getting back into that scorer's mentality he used to once have. Jordan will take it up. Cook gets right up in there. McCamey with it now. Hits Jordan. And really just moving the ball around a lot now. Ross, 4-3, and that's good. What can't he do? He shoots the three. He can dunk it apparently. He's got one of the deepest bags I've seen in high school. And now Grable with it. Hits Cook. Cook down to Hodge. Hodge gets up there, and that's good. Hodge hasn't scored a ton tonight. Only his second basket, totaling 4 points. But he's doing the little things. He's not having necessarily a poor game. He's just not shooting. Now Ross hits it down low. Laie with the steal. That's what Laie is known for. Leads the team in steals per game. Sorry, actually, I believe Hodge does. I think I just lied to you guys. But now Grable with it. Hits Cook. Now Robinson. That's that spin. Cook, 4-3. And it's good. Man, Cook looking phenomenal. Rockets kind of chipping away here a little bit. Up by 17 right now. Cook's got 19 points.
Yeah, Ross is 26 too. I'd like to point that out. He's over his average, so I mean, incredible game for Ross. Even though they're down 17 right now, Ross is having an incredible game. Here's a ask you down to Byers or Burks. Pardon me. I just pulled that last name from Burks as it goes out of bounds. Tipped out of bounds by Laie. It'll stay the way of the Ravens.
And with only 6 minutes left, the Rockets, if they can maintain this lead, we're looking very, very solid. This is exactly where you want to be right now. Oh, that's Sanders checking in right now. He's coming in for McCamey. So now C.J. Ross is going to pass in. Monroe's just going to tip that one out. Still, it's going the way of the sorry, not the way of the Rockets, the way of the Ravens. So now Ross with it.
And
Robinson, he goes up, and that's good. Robinson fell to the ground after that one. Lots of contests there. He's got 15 points. We're going to see a battle here for player of the game. I know we've been talking about it a lot, but as we approach closer to the end of the game, we're going to see it. Now the whistle's blown. Not sure what for.
They're calling Monroe on a hold?
Off ball, I believe, on Ross.
No, on Monroe. Well, Monroe fouled Ross.
Yeah, sorry.
Monroe fouled Ross.
Poor choice of words for me, brother.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, they're talking to Ravenna now. And that's what we were talking about before. The fans like to get into it with Ravenna. That's exactly what you like to see out of them. So now Askew with it. It's Cutter.
Why was
Sorry, not Cutting. And Cutting goes up with it. That's good for 2.
What were they upset about? They got the call.
I think it was just the excessive talk after it.
Possibly.
I mean, you know Ravenna.
Yeah.
That's going the way of the Rockets. Wow. I mean, this has definitely just been an unexpected game for sure. I know me and you talked before this, this is the game we expected to be their closest game of the year, even maybe closer than Woodridge, which they ended up winning to. Because Monroe has it. Now Cook. So absolutely great point guard so far. He's doing it all out there. He runs it 1 through 5. He's that player that Marcini's been looking for.
Yeah.
Now Hodge has it. Hodge similarly didn't get a ton of time last year on varsity, but he's definitely stepped up, had some big games. Then we had 15 just maybe a couple weeks ago. Now they're just taking their time right now. I mean, why waste it? You're up by a good chunk. I wouldn't say run the clock, but just definitely wait for the best shot you can get. Now Monroe gets it. Deep 3.
Drains it. But I think they got 3 seconds. A 3-second violation for Janier Cook. Strips the 3 away from Monroe. He's all clapped there.
Man. I'm sure that's a little locker room talk after. Not, a friendly one, of course, but yeah, man. Well, Hodge got saved by the bell and Monroe got destroyed by it, so it's definitely hate hearing that whistle, but that's part of basketball. So Askew puts up a 3, and that's no good. Rebounded by Cook. Now Laie's going to take that up. Only 4 minutes and 25 seconds left. Rockets are up by, I'm not doing that math, they're up 52-35 right now.
17.
There you go, brother.
Come on now. I was bad last week with the math. This week I got it down.
I'm in the basketball mindset right now. What can I say?
Yeah.
Is that Sanders gets called for a reach-in foul. Only one foul so far, or on the quarter, so don't worry about getting into bonus trouble just yet. Cook will be inbounding the ball. Getting yelled at by Marcini as he's inbounding it.
And he's right in his ear there, too. Oh, that's great.
Hey, that's why Marcini.
And Laie driving to what was an open basket. There goes Robinson. He gets fouled on the shot. That foul fall on number 1, Ladarian Askew. That's his first.
And so it'll be Robinson going up. If he sinks both these, that's only 2 points away, and that's where we're going to really start seeing a player of the game bout.
Yeah, but really, the points, if it's a 2-point difference, that's still a big conversation because Robinson has been crushing it not only on the offensive side, but the defensive side, like we said in those non-stat categories.
I don't know about you, Trevor, but for Giannino's player of the game, I'm leaning Robinson right now. I know he has, at this moment in time, 3 less points, but I think defensively, I know Cook has been getting the steals, but it's the little things on defense that I've been seeing from Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson has been doing his job.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be hard to tell with 4 minutes left.
Let's get pointed out
can't tell
here.
for sure.
Robinson's got a little bit of blood, so he has to come out.
Well, not good for his Giannino's player of the game
I know.
resume here. If he doesn't come back in, that's almost surely going to go to Cook there.
Yeah, well, just a little bit of blood on the uniform. Nothing athletic trainer Stacy Bohannon can't handle.
But now Sanders has it right down to Ross. And now Jordan on 3 guys. Sweet pass down low. And now cutting with it. And a reach-in foul is called. That's going the way of the Ravens.
Yeah, that reach-in foul is going to be on number 23, Adrian Monroe. That will be his 4th.
So 4 fouls, 4 points. That right there screams glue guy to me. That screams that you're doing everything right.
Yeah.
Because that's just, to me, fouls aren't always you're playing sloppy. It means that you're playing hard to me sometimes.
Yeah, Dallas Morris, good defense.
And yeah, Morris
Over and back. Good defense by Morris. I'll give him that coming off the bench there. Great defense. You can see that a little bit of his DB. He was a recognized DB in the MAC conference, and you can see that there. Great defense, closing in on that deep pass. Now here's Laie to bring it up for the Rockets.
Well, that's exactly like that's what the 6th man's supposed to do. You come in and you are ready to make a big play. As Cook has it down low, he spins, goes up, and that's good. Cook can't miss tonight, man. Unbelievable.
He is making that conversation hard.
Already up to 21. No, overshoots him. Hodge keeps it in bounds. Morris has
pass
it.
to Morris.
Spins. Oh, he tried to do the reverse, but Laie gets it. And Laie puts it up.
Laie can dunk. What are you talking about? He can't dunk. You see him get up there?
I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe that's the next interview question.
Yeah.
Laie, can you dunk? But he's up to 10 points now.
Pass
Grable
by Grable up to Hodge.
Hodge spins. Uses athleticism. Morris almost got his chance of redemption, but couldn't get it quite. Pull it, Laie. You got room. I'm just kidding, though. Laie, not a great shooter. But Laie holds it. Now for Grable. Grable, mid-range. Oh, that's the shot we've been waiting to see. Now goes out of bounds. And the man we were talking about earlier, Chima's coming in. We're gonna.
There's no nickname for him that I could really think of.
Well, I know of one, but he preferred I didn't call it for him until that 3 ball's hit. So,
all right,
that's a mystery for the crowd. But I don't know. I've just got a feeling when he comes in.
I'm going to call the game for a second. I need you to write that down for me because I'm really curious. Like the Ginger Giant comes naturally, with the red hair. And now here's Jordan up to Askew. Askew over to Ross. Hodge on him tight. Over to Sanders. Sanders now to Jordan, and they're just passing it around the horn. C.J. Ross, corner 3 in Chima's face, no good. And Askew flies out of bounds.
So they're going the way of the Rockets now. So now, Morris will pass that in. Up to Jackson. Jackson actually got a little bit of time so far in this game. Jackson will drive. And he gets floor lined by Ross there. Just kind of ran into him, lost his footing.
And it looks like it'll be the Ravens' ball after that. But Jackson got absolutely hammered there. What even happened? Did he run into each other?
I think he just lost his footing with a little bit of contact and got put to the ground. It wasn't a dirty play. Ross goes up. That's stolen. Now Morris with it. Caught in the trap.
And, you know, that's a situation right there. Morris threw it out of bounds, but I'm not putting the blame on him. You know, he's got two on him down low. You got to know to come back and support your point guard when they're running a press like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jackson was there waiting for the ball. He just a little bit too late.
Yeah.
You know? But it's, I mean, at this point in the game, that's just stuff you look at going into the next game.
Sanders puts up a
4-3. It's no good. Rebounded by Grable. Now Grable with it. Dribbling around. Gets his own ball back. And now he drives. Hits Morris. Morris goes in. Hop steps.
No shot. They're going to call it on the floor. Morris gets fouled. That's going to fall on Ross.
Yeah, still going the way of the Rockets. Now our got some more players subbing in. We'll have Cam Wickham, our former statistician, for us. Yes, him to death.
He got the call up and left us here in the booth all alone. Now we got to do our own stats.
Yeah, and then also Alan Podboy coming in. So now we got the defense in plus Cheems. It's coming. I feel it.
If we get a Chima corner three, I'll take off my shirt.
And so now Jackson has a minute 39 left. Ravenna still hasn't resulted to their bench, much of the bench yet. Now Chima with it all the way down low. Why not, Chima? Why not?
Now Whitcomb to Podboy. Podboy, the big one, underneath the hoop, gets the ball, but foot's on the line.
Yeah, he stepped up by a pretty good chunk there. I think he just kind of lost the ball and had to go get it. And
it's a big boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he's doing it right though. Definitely more of a football player, but
excellent football player.
Very good at basketball too. Yeah. Now Askew has it. Askew contested, hits the layup. Now with the minute 10 left, Jackson will take that up. Pretty much concluding the game for the Rockets. They've done everything right tonight. And now Jordan tips the ball out of bounds. Ball is going to Cheems. And so now looks like Szynski's going to be the one to inbound this ball. Now Jackson will take it up. I like that they're just kind of taking their time. You know, you don't have to necessarily get a play on the inbound necessarily. Looking for the play. Tries to hit Whitcomb. Whitcomb goes up. And that's no good. And now bringing up the ball. That's Ross. Yeah, sorry. Missed his number there a little bit. Easy lay. He's at the 28 now. Very, very impressive from him. Honestly, probably the best scorer I've seen so far this high school season. And now Jackson with it. They're calling for it. Chima gets it. Chima to Jackson. Chima. 4-3. No good. Almost had it. They were drawing up the play for him. Jackson loses the ball. Askew gets it.
Lord have mercy.
He's just taken out.
But Arion Askew absolutely destroyed by Alan Podboy. We talked about him being a football player.
Yeah, and they take him out. I saw down on the bench actually calling for a flagrant on it.
Yeah, we got Jacob Anderson and Darnell Brown coming in for the Rockets. Jacob Anderson and Jake Szynski, similar builds there.
Yeah, I mean, this is the future of the Rockets right here, so it's good to kind of get him in at the end of these games here. So that's Sanders with it. Sanders pulls up from 3, and that's good. Where was that all game?
Literally, as 5 seconds tick down.
So now Jackson will just take it up. Isn't going to take a shot. And that concludes the game. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal so far, but we got to talk player of the game right now.
And that's a tough conversation to have.
It definitely is, because Robinson, he had a good case before he went out.
I still think he has a solid case. Shanir Cook added a few more points. I think he only had up to 21 this game. Robinson trailed at 18.
Yes, roughly 18.
So Robinson was just behind Cook in points. I really think defensively, and even overall, this may have been one of Robinson's best games on the season.
Yeah, and so I don't know.
So I think that's where I'm going to cast my vote.
And I couldn't agree with you, brother. That right there is our G. Nino's player of the game.
So tonight's
PJ Robinson.
Tonight's player of the game is brought to you by G. Nino's Pizza on State Route 303 in the Streetsboro Plaza. G. Nino's offers pizza, chicken, and JoJo's, along with hot Italian subs. You can have them cater your next party or event. Give them a call at 330-626-4700. Once again, congratulations, PJ. And now Bryce to lead us out.
And so once again, our actually I have no idea what our final score was. Won by about
59 to 35.
Yeah, it was,
somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there. Again, tonight's Giannino's player of the game was P.J. Robinson. Thank you so much to our guys down low. We had was that Daniel Sears, it's our producer, did a great job tonight.
Good job,
Dylan
Daniel.
Bagford, great job down there.
Give me
There's our
some.
cameraman up
Dylan.
there. Did a absolutely great job. Trevor, can't thank you enough for what you do, man.
Hey, thank you, Bryce. I love sitting next to you.
And for Bryce Posek, good night, everybody.